It's just a hook, so like
You're a hook.
I wish I could myself.
Wow. Um,
Did you
we're
start the
already recording.
recording?
Yeah, we started the recording.
Well, shit.
We're
I
not.
didn't know because I'm not in the tab.
Oh. Well, that's perfect. We'll just bleep that out,
That's in
and
a
then
video game.
nobody will know what you said again.
That's in a video game. We're playing Monster Hunter these days, okay? And he means that specifically against
Dude,
need
you have
to-
no
you need
idea.
Tangalala.
I
need to
have
turn yourself
32
up.
hours in Monster Hunter.
Justin, you need to turn yourself up. But
Oh.
gosh, that was like stupidly good timing. Like
Like how?
I literally, I clicked record and like 4 seconds
I'm at
later.
max volume.
Okay, maybe you need to talk
Move
over- I
yourself.
don't know.
Move yourself closer to your
Yeah.
mic.
My mouth is right next to my mic.
Perfect, and keep it there.
Yeah,
That's where it needs to
okay.
be. We need to hear everything that's going on in there. Actually,
eat your microphone.
yeah. You know that PewDiePie meme?
Oh no, I don't.
Yeah.
As we've
you're-
established previously, I don't know anything about PewDiePie. So
He's pretty cute.
okay,
Oh man.
if you say so.
Somebody's thinking about their Marvel draft, I think, these days.
What?
Somebody's head is back to the days of the Marvel draft.
I don't get the reference.
Oh.
Mr. Fantastic. I just want
you
to
were
stretch
thinking
him
about
out.
Mr.
I just
you
want
were
to
thinking
stretch him out.
Yep.
I have so many tabs open. All right. I'm
So
ready.
many things got so uncomfortable. Just really like, I'm just sitting here, sitting like, yeah, it's gonna be the first time we're gonna try
We're
to do
on
this.
it today.
Have a little,
Clown's tuned up to like 2000. Okay.
have a little light banter. It's gonna be nice. No, we're getting straight.
I think
into
we have
awful.
our hook, boys. We could probably cut everything from there to the beginning of the episode, and
Yeah. You guys.
Okay. Well, maybe it'll be better the next time.
A peek behind the curtain.
It's awful.
It's time for the humor high wire.
so hey guys, welcome to Humor Highwire.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
I'm your host, the Clown.
And you are
Yeah.
joined by whom?
Well, I mean, I was hoping that you guys would say something.
Oh, okay. I'm Ian, also known as IanCK, but you guys could just call me by my name if that's what you like to do.
Yeah, I'm Justin, also known as AedanGraef, and it always amuses me when I let anybody else drive the intros in the beginning, because I like to railroad this thing like hard, and then whenever it's not me, it doesn't get railroaded, and then we just kind of like amble and like wade our way through the muck.
So, starting off today, we have a draft for you guys. We have a draft. Hooray!
Yay.
First time on the
Figure out pick
show.
order. Imagine if we ever did this before the episode started.
But
Crazy.
What?
bust out that picker wheel. First
What are you
time on the
talking
show,
about?
we're doing the draft first. So
Yep.
that's something.
Yep. Also, we have a really big announcement.
Okay.
Oh no. What is it?
Well, if you guys stay tuned, at some point in the future, we're gonna have Smosh on.
Okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna say no to that. That's not a thing.
Yeah, we got Anthony Padilla. He's
don't-
gonna be on. He
crazy when he answered us.
Yeah, he answered us. He said, when we get to 3 million people listening daily, he'll join.
3 million people listening
Yep.
daily. Okay,
So
so here's the thing. Anthony Padilla?
yeah, Anthony Padilla.
Anthony
Okay,
Padilla.
cool. So you guys can send this to him. Mr. Padilla, I have no idea who you are, but that is a lovely challenge, and we will take you up on it.
Shut up.
That's
That's the. Do you know that?
no.
That's the Smosh intro. Oh my god. Roll the Smosh intro.
Cut to us editing in the Smosh intro, I guess.
So anyway, let's hop into this draft.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. We don't even know who's picking first.
Yeah. So while Justin's figuring out the pick order, because that's his job, I will tell you guys that yeah, it is your job. I'll tell you guys that the the topic, the category.
Look at that! I'm picking first.
Oh, nice.
Let's see who's next.
From that point on, every draft that Humor Highwire ever did, Justin went first.
Ian, you're picking second.
Sweet. So the topic, the category of today's draft is the periodic table of elements. So we are each going to pick 4 elements from the periodic table to pull into our draft. Yeah, it's 4. How many?
It's 4.
I only need 3.
4. What?
Dude, we've been doing this forever. When you open the show notes, there are 4 blocks under your name.
No, that's cool and all, but I only need 3.
Okay. Yeah, see, I think we have similar ideas. We have similar ideas going into this thing. Yeah, we have similar ideas.
It's gonna be
You
rough.
and I, we have a similar plan.
Everyone's gonna go for the. I know what the. First
Yeah, I
pick
know.
is.
That's why I'm so glad I got first pick. I'm so winning.
Who's second? Who's second?
Real quick, show aside, do you guys have the power to? Oh, you can't turn it on while recording. Okay, so I'm gonna pause things real quick.
Me?
No, I can just hear him, like the reverb from his mic is like I can hear the echo.
It's because I'm eating my microphone.
Yes. We'll deal with it. It'll be fine. Okay, never mind. We'll cut out that. Well, I paused. Anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to draft.
Okay, so Justin, you're first. Pick something.
Okay.
Wait, who
sorry,
was second?
suckers.
Me.
I'm taking carbon.
Oh, okay.
You're taking
Carbon. Fuck.
Carbon.
what? Oh, fuck! Damn it!
I mean, you had
Sorry.
to know.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, haters. I'm
Um.
taking carbon.
I'm next, right? So, wait, you get 2 picks to start with.
that's-
I'm
No,
never.
no.
I am
The last
never,
person. It's Snake.
Look,
So the
I am
last
never
person gets
going
2.
to remember how this works. And then the moment I do get it down, we're going to change the format because that's just how it goes. Okay, so you took carbon.
It's over.
You sir.
Sorry, haters. Sorry.
Oh, get it. Oh, calm down. I'm going to take hydrogen.
This is over. This whole draft is over. We can wrap it up. I can't make any of the things I wanted to make. Oh man. All right.
See, here's the thing. With hydrogen and nuclear fusion, I can eventually get carbon, so that's okay.
Yeah, well.
All right.
I don't
I'll
have to
take
do all that.
Um,
Okay.
Just go.
I guess I
straight
get
for
another
nuke.
one, right?
Straight for nukes.
All right. I'll also take plutonium.
You. You. Okay, my turn.
I'm not planning anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take tungsten.
Okay. All right, buddy. I'm not planning anything. Uranium and plutonium in the pocket. Okay.
Listen,
I'm taking tungsten. Gonna
wow.
build a shell around myself.
Yeah,
You
that might
guys
be a
need
good
to
idea.
relax. This is way too. Okay,
Throw some hydrogen bombs at you and build a shell of tungsten around
slow
myself.
down here, guys. We need to slow down here.
Nope.
We need
You
to
get
slow
2
down
picks.
here.
What you get?
Good. Finish it up.
Hold on.
Let's hear it.
because Something's wrong. Because
This guy's
everybody's
trying to
moving-
figure it out.
Everybody's moving too quickly.
Everybody's moving directly to death.
Well, you got a nice little shield so far.
Justin was like, "Aha! I'm gonna win. I take carbon, so all life forms are mine." Oh yeah. I'm gonna make that not matter real fast. What are you taking, Justin?
I don't know. My plan was ruined when uranium went off the board.
What the? Are you looking up a new?
All right, Oh man, I'm taking radium. I'm taking radium.
You're taking radium. Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Taking radium.
You got another?
You have
pick?
another one, yeah.
I have that one already ready.
All right. Well, what is it?
Phosphorus.
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 Nice.
Okay. Cool. I'm choosing oxygen to put in my tungsten shield so I don't suffocate and die.
Well, actually, you're just taking oxygen, so it's gonna take some special skill to make O2, my friend. Not only that, but you're gonna need some nitrogen. You're gonna need
You realize the
few
stable
other things.
version, the stable form of oxygen is O2, right?
Right. So I'm gonna take polonium.
Polonium, like
yeah.
46.
It is.
Oh,
It-
84. 84.
Yeah, 80.
Okay.
And I guess francium.
All right.
Frank-
Whoa.
It's
down.
it's snake. It's
No,
snake.
no, slow down. I didn't hear your first one because I was planning. What was the
He's-
How is that my problem?
He said polonium. He took polonium, number 84.
And francium.
And francium.
Yeah.
Francium. Is...
Francium? Okay, I think that we're going to have to take some time to talk through what the vision was with all of these at the end, because we are whistling through this.
Well, call me whistling
IanCK.
Dixie.
Go ahead.
You know.
Oh, okay. This is my last pick, right?
It's your last pick.
Okay, so let's just.
What is that noise?
I don't know. What do you?
Something's running in your background.
Oh yeah, that's 70-year-old pipes working.
Jesus Christ. The caption's just gonna say pipe noise.
Editor, you know what to do.
Yeah, it's gonna say the caption's gonna say pipe noise, but then I'm gonna find a royalty-free clip of bagpipe music, and we're just gonna put it real low under all of this.
or alternatively, metal pipe.
I can't wait when one of the 3 editors that is doing this one isn't the one that you're thinking it's going to be.
I gotta somehow dodge this one. I'm telling you.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute.
This
So
episode is heavy-handed.
So I've got hydrogen, I've got oxygen, and I've got tungsten. Okay,
You got what?
tungsten.
Oh, why do you have tungsten listed twice?
He only has it once. What are you talking
Hydrogen,
about?
oxygen.
Hydrogen, oxygen, and tungsten. I took
He was thinking of O2.
I took hydrogen first, and then I took tungsten, and then I took oxygen. The natural stable state of oxygen is O2. So I don't understand where you're getting this it's not that. It's it's all forms of oxygen. So what is
just
your
get the oxygen? That's it. You just get O. You get a lot of it, but you just get O.
You're ridiculous.
They're all separate. And
Anyway.
you get a little bit of tungsten. You get like a little atom. You get a tungsten atom.
Anyway, I think I have to be a little bit more strategic. So I've got a couple gases. I've got a metal.
You got water.
I do have water. I've got water and I've got air.
Well, you don't have enough air because you're
Oh,
missing like nitrogen and all the other random gas elements that are floating around that are kind of required for you to be able to breathe.
I mean, you can breathe pure oxygen. You just die faster. That's all.
Yeah.
But you guys don't have anything to breathe. So if we're going by that logic, I just automatically win. So
Well, that's not what this is based on. You can't even exist because Justin took carbon.
yeah. So your entire line of rationale for why I can't do things is stupid because it doesn't make any sense. I don't even know what the premise of this draft is. We just
I
periodic
think
elements.
I think it'll be clear when I
It's
tell
gonna
you
be
what I was
obvious.
gonna draft.
It's gonna be obvious.
Who makes the biggest booms? I don't like.
No, me. I. What are you talking about? I didn't do anything wrong. I might do something wrong in the future.
Okay, uranium, plutonium, polonium. All right.
Yeah. Anyway, I
Just say
think
something's looking real hot up north and to the east.
And it's not Mr. Fantastic.
No, but it might be Vladimir Putin. You ever seen him with his shirt off though?
I'm gonna.
Did I break Ian?
I just. What's the point? Like
Go ahead, take something.
I'm gonna take
Shirtless Vladimir Putin. The last pick. Final element.
I'm gonna take sodium.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Take sodium.
He took nah.
I took nah. Because here's the fun thing. If we're basing this off of like, oh, carbon-based life forms, most carbon-based life forms can't literally hold themselves together without sodium. So there you go.
Or carbon.
All right.
Yeah, no shit.
My last pick, let me tell you, it's liquid gold. AU, it's gold. It's gold.
Liquid- So when they
just
say
liquid gold,
when
it's
they
only
say
gold when it's in the form of liquid.
when they say liquid gold, they don't actually mean gold, right?
I
That
know,
is
they
not.
don't.
That is not.
I was
No, they're-
making a joke. I was
They're
making
talking
a joke.
about.
I'm just talking about gold.
million-year-old dinosaur carcasses.
I know.
According
I
to
was
some people,
making
they
a
never
joke
existed.
that I was taking gold. I'm
What are you
just
taking
taking
again?
gold.
You're taking
Gold. Gold.
Not
So
not.
no.
Are you
silver.
sure?
Yes.
You're taking
I'm-
ow and not og.
I'm taking awe.
What about coup?
No. I'm taking
Luya
awe.
Luyaku.
Do you sure you
Just
don't want
awe.
co? Okay. What
I'm
about
taking
fe?
awe.
You don't want fe?
No. I want
All right.
awe.
So let's talk about what I was gonna draft, because this draft fell apart, and I knew it was gonna fall apart if I didn't get first pick.
Mm-hmm.
I had two really fun ideas here.
My plan only works if I'm in ideal conditions.
yeah. So the first three I was gonna pick were carbon, hydrogen, and I think what's N? Is that nitrogen?
N is nitrogen.
Yeah. So carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen, because those are the three main things used in methamphetamine.
So you got yourself on a list Googling, which is what I was trying really to avoid.
Now the next the next
No.
plan, if that fell apart, all I needed was oxygen,
Edutainment.
chlorine,
That's what this podcast
hydrogen,
is.
and nitrogen. Now that would have been fentanyl,
Dude.
and it all fell apart.
So you're left with no drugs. You can't break bad.
I have no drugs, but I'm very radioactive, and I think I'm gonna be the first mutant. Call me Wolverine.
You're just gonna kill people in
No.
other ways.
No, I'm gonna use it for me, so that I can become a mutant, like an X-Men.
Well, you'll become a mutant, but not like that.
Yeah, you're thinking like Fallout super mutant kind of deal, right? Listen, I'm getting superpowers. One way or another, I'm getting
That's
them.
what they call it.
Yeah. Your superpower is gonna be
Superpowers.
fastest to die.
Right. So Justin, what was your plan?
So originally, here's the original list, okay? Here's the original plan. I was going to draft fluorine, uranium, carbon, potassium. The problem was your uranium went quickly. If you spell those elements out, if you type those elements letters out in that order, I think you catch my drift. Now that got taken away from me very quickly, so I had to pivot, and I was in a lot of trouble. So instead, I went with carbon, radium, phosphorus, and then gold, which should be at the top of the list. So instead of the other thing, I got all crap.
I mean, you got carbon. I don't know why you said all crap. You have carbon.
No, I got all crap.
He was doing that thing that people do.
It
when
went
they think they're
right
clever and
over
spell
my
words.
head. Went right over my head.
The atomic symbols of things.
Yeah, but you're missing an A. Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, the atomic symbol.
And then
for gold is
CRP.
A.
That's KERP.
No,
That's
curb.
that's closer to all
Radium's
carp than all
atomic-
crap.
Look up radium's atomic symbol. It's Ra.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right.
I
You're
looked
probably
it up.
right.
I
It
know
is.
it's right.
It's RA.
It's all crap.
Oh crap! I can't believe I missed that. Moving on, Ian. What was your plan here?
Sorry, haters.
I don't know. Basically, every
I
draft
thought
we
yours
ever
was to
do.
spell shot.
No,
That's crazy because
Cool. Basically, every draft that we ever do, I never actually have a plan going into it. So I'm just like, I'll try to figure out what the vibe is as we're going along. And I didn't pick it up for this one. I was thinking like, okay, what can you actually do with these elements that are like an integral part of the world that we live in? You motherfuckers are out here trying to spell words and stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, you know, oxygen is something you need to breathe. Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe. And when it fuses together in stars, it creates a bunch of other elements like carbon and oxygen and iron and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then I'm like, okay, well, Matt's making weapons of mass destruction. So let me get the strongest metal in the universe and coat myself in it so I don't immediately die, I guess. And yeah, then I took sodium because I'm combative like that, I guess.
yeah, but the weapons I was gonna make were me. I was gonna make me a weapon.
Well, it's still a tungsten shell, so
Yeah,
deal with
well, if I become the Hulk, I don't think that tungsten shell is gonna hold up.
it. Be surprised how much pressure hardened tungsten can deal with.
Pretty sure Hulk has like destroyed planets.
Also, Hulk's not real.
Well, he will be once I'm done. I'll be the first Hulk.
You'll certainly think you are.
I will be. I will be.
You know how they say, like, when you pass, it's like an eternity happens, like, in your mind's perspective, with all the neurons that fire right before you die. It's like...
It's gonna be a whole
what it'll
thing
be like.
for him. Yeah.
I'm hulking out.
Yeah, that'll be me. That'll be me. And then I'm going to eat your tungsten shell. I'm going to eat it with my teeth.
All right, listeners, in the comments, if you're listening on Spotify, let us know who you think won. If you're listening anywhere else, feel free to send us an email and tell us who you think won that draft.
Comment on YouTube, too, if you want.
But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube because you're super cool like that, let us know there.
Tell us about the thumbnail, too.
You just totally like showed. You shoot no. You have shown. There you go. You've shown the hand of who makes the thumbnails.
What does it matter? I'm just curious.
Just let me know what the thumbnails are, guys. I just want to know if you like them.
Big deal. Just tell me how good they are. Just let me know.
I have
like the thumbnails, please, guys.
the most terrifying picture on my screen right now.
Okay. Well, our next segment of this lovely episode is Beyond Belief.
I have no words. This is literally beyond belief.
For those of us who don't know, Beyond Belief is a segment where we each find something hard to believe in the media. It can be a news story, which it usually is, or something else, and we tell each other about it, and we react, and we do all that sort of stuff. So, who wants to go first?
I can open this up. I don't usually start. So in true me fashion, it had to be at least loosely related to animals.
Okay.
I found actually it's only loosely related to animals this time.
Rip Voldemir.
Yeah, Rip Voldemir is right. I've been thinking a lot about that guy recently. So there was recently a heist in Pennsylvania.
What?
Yeah, there was a heist in Pennsylvania
No way.
of 100,000 eggs.
I heard about this. Yeah. Well, I went to get eggs one day. They didn't have them from my preferred egg provider. And then I saw the story and I was like, oh, that's why they don't have eggs.
So apparently, this one big egg distribution farm, apparently you guys know about this. This one big egg distribution farm in PA, a bunch of people like snuck up to it like in the middle of the night, and they stole 100,000 eggs, which is a massive number.
It's so good to do right now, too.
Guys,
It's
that's
so
like
good to do right
1,000,
now.
100 times.
The net
Eggs are
worth.
so expensive.
Now listen, here's the crazy part. I want you to guess right now what the net worth is estimated to be for 100,000 eggs.
$48,000.
You said 100,000.
Yeah, 100,000.
$48,000.
You cheated.
I cheated because I have a decent memory of something that I've already heard about. Okay.
Damn, I was whipping out the calculator, so I guess I don't need to do that now.
Okay. Well, now it's all ruined. Okay. So all right. So now I don't even care about this article anymore. So forget about it. Like, why are we even doing this? Like, let's just take a second and think about this for a second. Like, I was here to have everybody take a guess right now. Like, we were gonna play this little game where we were all gonna guess about the number, and you guys are probably gonna overestimate. And I was gonna be like, no, it's crazy because it's only like 40,000. Everybody's gonna be like, what? I thought eggs were really expensive right now. It's crazy that they're that pricey. And it was like, no, it's only 40,000. And then everybody's gonna be like, wow, that's like.
This is the part where he does the bit, even though the bit was ruined.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done. That's it. It's over.
What was the? Did they give you an actual like dollar to dollar amount though? Like how much?
No, they said about 40,000. So you actually had a better approximation than the article, which is even
that's
worse.
not necessarily true. Like he could be over. Like it could have been like 38,000. And then the article would have a better approximation than him. So
well, we could have gamed it out because I know exactly what the egg distributor's name is, and they usually sell them.
So do I. It's Pete and Jerry's Organics LLC.
Yeah. So it's
shout out Pete and Jerry's. If you want to sponsor the pod, reach out to us at our email.
I'm sure you have a lot of money sitting around after losing $40,000 worth of eggs to the egg nappers in the night. Like, I'm sure you guys are doing all right.
I love your eggs. They're so good.
Farm your eggs for you.
No, we don't.
We won't do that. I promise you, we won't.
We will go there with a big truck. For no reason at all.
Stop.
And we're gonna help you We're gonna help you harvest.
Nope. That's not the word.
Harvest the eggs.
Nope.
And then it might look like we're putting them in the truck. But that's just your imagination.
See, the thing about this story that gets me now and when I heard it is these people stole 100,000 eggs. Do you know what the shelf life, like the supposed shelf life of an egg is?
Wait, were they treated already?
I'm assuming so. They were probably ready for distro, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it's like the cheese cave.
No,
I think it's worse
not
than
like
the cheese cave.
It's not like the cheese cave because the cheese has like a long shelf life comparatively.
Usually.
Eggs, it's like a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. It's when you get it off the shelf, it's like a couple weeks.
These things have to fly quickly. Like how are these guys who stole these things planning to distribute them?
It's so easy. You go to the like mom and pop stores, right? They'll pay cash for anything, man. You just say, "Hey, man, I can get you eggs real cheap."
Hey.
Yeah, dude, you underestimate how big that is right now.
I got you something. It's in the back of the truck.
Yeah. All right. So a little look behind the scenes here. At my place of work, I'm a vendor for a big company, and sometimes when I walk into one of my smaller stores, I find product there that belongs to my company, but I know sure as hell I didn't bring it in. Long story short, 90% of the time when that happens, all right, I'll say not 90. That's way too high. Probably about like 20% of the time when that happens, I know it's stolen product. The other 80%, they're buying it on sale from like another big store and bringing it in. But yeah, that definitely happens. Organized retail crime. Look it up.
Love that. So
yeah,
do
there was
you want to
something
go
going on with that in New York recently, wasn't there?
There's always something going on in New York.
Dude, organized retail crime is always going on. What are you talking about?
Excuse me, I would like to buy $10,000 worth of gift cards with this credit card I have right here.
I would really like to buy.
Wow,
this,
that is so topical.
Yeah.
That
I would really
happened-
like
so
to. I'd really like to purchase this exclusive LSU hat that was worn by Joe Burrow and then mysteriously disappeared from his premises a couple weeks
right.
ago.
Yeah.
Pictures of a couple alleged individuals who broke and entered and lifted it off the property. It was featured in those pictures, but I'd really like to buy it from this pawn shop.
So wait, when I was talking about the just hit me. When I was talking about the gift card thing,
Yeah.
fucking hat, does that part of your story?
That's part of it. No, not quite. But I'm going to
Okay.
take us on a little bit of a tangent. So I've got another story.
Does that
About-
is it a beyond the belief story, or is it just like a
you
Matt
know
thing?
what? We can. Well, it could be a little bit of both. All right. It's not super current, but I'll tell you what happened. This can
Let's see
be
if
my
you-
beyond belief today.
Yeah, try and connect them.
And then I'll show you the picture that I was looking at because I think you should see it. But
God.
so back before I worked where I do now, I used to work at a small retail pharmacy chain known as CVS, and I was a store manager, and so I had a cashier. He was a pretty awesome guy. Unfortunately, his like social IQ wasn't that high. His normal IQ very high, but social IQ not so high. We had a couple of people that came in, and they were like kind of hanging around the gift card section. They picked a few out, picked out a bunch of items, came to the front of the line, and they somehow convinced him that while they were buying all their stuff and every customer's stuff behind them,
Oh no!
that this is so hard to say because it's awful to run. They had this card, and on the back of it, it said, "Run this as cash." It was like a gift card. Now, unfortunately, he took that very seriously, and they ran every single transaction as cash while pretending to swipe the card. So, of course, this set the register back by the total loss for our store was $10,000.
Oh my god!
Yeah. And then the loss for the store next to us was $20,000. And they just went down the line. But yeah, so cashiers out there, if someone tells you to do something that you think is like it's like out of the norm and you're not sure what to do, always just call your manager.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Beyond belief, I know.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Did he get fired?
No, because he had a really cool manager who was able to convince. No, I was able to convince AP, and rightfully so, that first of all, this is the first time this has happened at a CVS ever. We were the second store to ever get hit by that scam.
Okay. So you're able to convince them like we have no training on this. How was he supposed to know? Kind of
Yeah.
deal?
Now
Okay.
it became training shortly after, and they did get in a lot of trouble for it. But it wasn't. Luckily, they weren't fired. I mean, like, they by all means should have been fired, but it was something that was like so weird, and he wasn't the only one that fell for it that day. It was a new scam. I get it. Fool me once, you know. So yeah, it just sucks because that was $10,000 away from my bonus.
So I'm assuming at that point you have like a negative bonus at that point.
Oh no,
Okay, well,
I left not shortly, but I left before the year was up. So whatever schmuck came in after me.
normally you'd get a bonus of this much money,
Yeah,
but actually it's a negative this much money you owe us.
It was a terrible thing. First of all, I can't believe that worked.
Yeah.
Second of all, I should be a criminal because they make so much goddamn money.
For a very short amount of time, and then it ends quickly.
I should say we reported it pretty quickly. So the gift cards that were loaded, if you report it fast enough, the company can actually reach out to the card companies to have them like stopped. In which case we technically would not lose the money. So there is a possibility that we regained at least some of that money back.
Well, good for giant corporation, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, terrible thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm
Feel
gonna
bad for that guy.
Yeah, I felt bad for my cashier too. I love that guy. I'm gonna just drop a picture in the Discord real quick for you.
Why no?
That was my actual Beyond Belief.
I'm glad you told the cashier story. I don't want to know anything.
Okay.
Is there? Hold on. Is there like a link to this?
Yeah. I'll,
Yeah, put it in the show in the show notes thing for this episode. At the very bottom is our new put it there. Put it there. We're putting it in the show notes. If you guys are listening
It's
and you
there.
want to see this awful thing,
And if you're on
a link to it's
YouTube,
going to be there.
if you're on YouTube, and also editor's note, put that awful thing on the screen right now.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
it's a
Right.
GIF. So
right here.
It's
Right
a
here.
GIF, so you could even.
That's the worst thing ever.
That's a horrible thing. That is a horrible thing.
It's going to be on the screen for YouTube. It's going to be on the screen for
If you're
Like the
listening on
next-
any other mediums, please check our YouTube.
like the next 2 minutes. It's going to be on there. I don't even want to start. I don't even want to start talking about my thing until this has been up there for 2 minutes. I don't see it on here on the Notion, but maybe mine just hasn't updated yet. But that's fine.
My
No.
word.
I dropped it into the show notes for sure, all the way at the
Okay.
bottom, past
Okay.
everything
Yeah,
else.
there's
Yeah.
just a hyperlink in the show notes.
Yeah. Mine just hasn't updated yet. That's
To
fine.
the NPR link. Too. Oh, my word.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are so welcome.
It's so
Okay. Well. Yeah. On that
It
note.
has lips. I think it has lips. Does it?
It's even better because they don't have any context for this.
What? There's no context?
No, there's. I mean, you guys don't.
I can.
No,
I mean,
have
I
no
clicked on the
context for
thing.
this.
Oh, that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, so the GIF is going to go up on YouTube, and a link to the NPR article is going to be in the show notes to see this awful thing.
Well, it's not
But once you
gifting
know the-
on our
But once you know the context, it's actually mildly interesting.
Oh.
Still terrifying,
Oh,
but
wow.
mildly
It's
interesting.
worse as a GIF. It's actually worse as a GIF. And it doesn't have lips.
But it should.
Okay. The
Oh.
Sorry, I totally derailed us.
the GIF, this whole thing, if it's up on YouTube right now, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, rather, it's gone right now. Okay, we're back to the show. We're back to the show.
Oh no.
With our last Beyond Belief from moi.
Oh.
So you guys have seen Home Alone, right?
But
I
yeah,
want
of
to be
course.
home alone with that.
The one with the young kid who sets up a bunch of booby traps for So this is kind of like that, except someone died.
Whoa.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So I'll just read the headline: Man unalived by a booby-trapped shotgun in a South Carolina home.
Yeah,
so
leave it to South Carolina.
I don't think South Carolina's that bad.
By the way, if you're listening to this and you're from South Carolina, you're probably one of the good ones, so it's okay.
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 So I'm gonna there'll be I'm gonna put the main link that I used for this in the show notes. It's from Ground News, really good resource, not a sponsor yet.
Yeah, Ground News, reach out.
Yeah.
We love you, actually.
You're actually a really good resource. But yeah, so this person was taken from this mortal coil when they went to check on a house that was owned by a family member. So they were checking out a property, and they went in through the back door, which had a shotgun rigged to it to go off if somebody opened the door. Yeah. So, upon further investigations, they found out that the front door itself was barricaded, so it couldn't be opened. So the only way that you could access the property is from the unlocked back door.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? We're a comedy podcast. So now we're actually breaching into horror
Oh,
and just terribleness.
well, the thing with this was, the thing that I found interesting was that this is, to me, this is so unbelievable because you only ever see this sort of stuff happening in like action movies where, you know, they have time to set up all these intricate traps or whatever and do awful stuff and all these sorts of things. You don't hear about this stuff in the news very often, and then like it's just like, oh yeah, you know, somebody rigged up a shotgun so when it opened it would blast somebody. But the sheriff's department of Calhoun County Sheriff's Office in South Carolina, they, upon further investigation, have determined that it was most likely targeting law enforcement. And it was kind of used as like a, you know, our job is dangerous, feel bad for us kind of situation after that. But, yeah. But the man in question did get shot, and he was taken to the hospital where he later died.
Damn.
The charges are against an individual whom, technically, the owner of the home is actually already incarcerated in a different state.
What?
Yeah.
So they weren't home to de-rig their shotgun trap.
No, they weren't. I think the reason that they went to check on the house in the first place was that the home. I might be getting this wrong. I don't want to make a bunch of clicking noise, but it was either like 3 months or like 3 years that the home like was vacant. So they went to check on it, and they got kerblooied.
Damn.
That's a super unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah,
That sucks.
yeah. People are messed
Shame
up.
on that police department, though. Seriously.
Yeah, stop doing justice.
No. I'm not talking about that.
Honestly, we would be better off if you didn't actually show up to work tomorrow because I want to go on a trip to South Carolina.
No. But in seriousness, this is not like, it's not the proper time to go campaigning about how hard your job is when somebody gets shot and killed on the premises. Like, that person should deserve to be mourned for that. It's not a time to say like, oh, see what we have to deal with. See, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, that just seems super inappropriate.
No, I felt similarly, and it was part of the official police statement too from the sheriff's department. So this was like, it was
That was
very,
on the official police statement.
yeah. So the
Yeah,
statement
see,
to the
that's
public about what was
to
happening.
me, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it was like
Sorry.
no, it's fine. I mean, I agree with you. I think if I remember correctly, it was like a big paragraph about basically what happened and how they thought it might have been directed at law enforcement, and then like it was another like 2 or 3 sentences about like being a police officer is dangerous because it's dangerous. And nobody's going to sit here and say it's not dangerous to be a police officer.
But that's not the medium to do it in.
Right. Exactly. That, I mean, both those things seem rather unbelievable.
Man, you could almost say like that was beyond belief.
I already beat you there, but okay.
Right.
So I ended this episode on a bit of a downer. Sorry, I thought I would go in the middle
Man.
there, but we just segued so well into awful.
Yeah, we're gonna leave you with this actually. Just think about that for the next week.
I feel like we should.
This has
do
been
that.
Humor Highwire.
I don't feel like we should do that.
And Ground News, reach out to us, please.
You like sad music that goes into super upbeat outro.
It just feels so wrong. It feels so wrong because we have to end it on like a sour note. And
That
I'm just
story, like, okay. You
I'm
shouldn't have ended
sorry.
on that one.
I'm
going to come straight out and say, this is a classic sabotage. This is a classic IanCK sabotage.
I
And
didn't.
here we go again. I mean, it goes without fail at this point.
I didn't mean
Like,
Yeah.
I can see him
You know
just
what?
sitting there behind the screen. He's rubbing his hands together. He's like, "We've got this funny
Yeah,
segment that
he gets the punishment.
These ridiculous news stories." What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sober things up. I'm gonna make everybody like I'm gonna get people heated even a little bit, and then we're just gonna cut the episode there, and that's gonna be where it ends.
That was not my intent.
This is edutainment, damn it, and that's what we're gonna have.
Here, I know what'll make us feel better.
Don't put the. Oh. Oh no.
Oh no.
This has been Humor Highwire, folks.
Oh.
We'll see you next week.
I'm so sorry for so many things. Bye.